Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we'll finish the review of the Finance 5512 week 2, examine week 2 knowledge point, key point. So let's go for it. Let's just keep the simple point and and focus on the main. Yes. So the benefits of commercial bank. So the first one is the benefits. So it is the benefits of commercial bank. Commercial bank. It will be asset transformation. Transformation, maturity, transformation. I just confused about the role of the let's question in the last one questions, unification and diversification and transformation, liquidity, transformation. Finally is economies of scale. That's correct. So let's say the meaning of this. We can see that the asset transformation, financial institution terms and carry assets to meet the demands meets the needs from customer. So the maturity short term to long term to short term to long term through a diversification, reduce credit risk, debt risk by collateral or the guaranteeing liquidity assets into liquidity to client for liquid asset to liquid asset, and the scale economy means again when product offer increasing size, cost advantages. Good. So next one is the on-balance sheet activity and the off-balance sheet activity. So we need to know on-balance sheet activities includes assets, excuse me, a little bit cold today. Personal finance, lending to government. So mortgage is also including lending. Liability includes the core deposit or term deposit, certificates of deposit, bill acceptance liability, foreign exchange, and the long capital and the shareholder. So I just confuse. What does that mean in the picture? What are that in this picture? I'm just confused about this. Yes, on your money fund that can be used on demand. Core deposit, the core term in the fixed period, subject date, the triple version of bill accept liabilities from come from bank guarantee payment become like okay, that looks easier. So most important one is the off balance sheet activities. So it's gonna be direct credit, substitutes, trade and perform, related items, commitment, and foreign exchange, other related contracts. Great. Off balance sheet direct credit taking provided municipal to the other right thing provided by obligation. No. So let's see the off balance sheet. I'm just confused about this one. We can get a further explanation in the GPT here. Efficient lending and national loan. Trade and perform direct credits with the bank efficient lending but national loan. Guarantees. Okay. So it is the guaranteeing letter of credit if borrower default, bank will pay. Oh, it shows the guarantees. Code direct credit substitutes. Direct credit creditors. Trade and performance related rate to business transaction. Trade financial guarantees. Also looks like guarantees. But it's got guarantees in transactions. commitment, promise to learn in future, bank promise to learn in future. Future unparalleled facility credit for exchange rates options for exchange for years banks that are yet to be completely delivered off balance sheet balance contingent liability. And we to look at make a brief understanding of that. So RBC, Reserve Bank of Australia, Financial System Stability and the Payment System, Australian Prudential Regulation Authority, Prudential Regulation and Supervision of Authorized Deposit-taking Industry, Australian Securities and Investment Commission, Integrity and Consumer Protection, Security and Investment Commission. The Australian Competition and Consumer Commission is a competition policy. Regulation and prudent supervision, bank regulation. So next part is about Basel. Yes, Basel 2 and Basel 3. Basel 1 capital equity, Basel 2 capital ratio is 4%. The minimum risk-based capital ratio is, we know it. First one is Basel 2, 8%, minimum risk-based capital ratio 8%. So we get that the minimum risk-based capital ratio, risk-based capital ratio is 8%, which should include Tier 1 4%. Remainder can be Tier 2. Tier 2 is 4%, but we need to file further explanation for what is Tier 1 is highest quantity common capital, highest quality capital permanent and non-permanent instruments in Type 2. Yes. So next part we discuss about Basel 3. You can find that. So that common equity tier, additional tier, common equity tier 1, additional tier 1, 4.5%, 1.5%. So we can see that total tier 1 capital is 6%. Great. And we can see that additional capital buffer, minimum capital ratio, capital buffer, total 4.5, What does that mean? Basel 3. Apart from that, is operation. So we need to have a better. So we need to have a. I think the question occurs in the practice, but I cannot find it. I cannot find it quickly. So let's have a simple glance. Yes. Total Taiwan capital requirements with Basel 3. Total Taiwan. Oh yes. Correct. Okay, let's go next part. Operational risk. People or system market risk. General market risk and supermarket risk. Supervision review. Market discipline. To develop disclosure requirements. Liquidity management. Basel requirement. Have specific problem earning to mismatch. So we're gonna have a investigation about this too. Supervisionary review. Ensure bank have sufficient capital to support risk and economic and information. Market discipline. Have sufficient capital to support all risks and improve risk policy and practice. Market discipline. Aim to develop disclosure requirements that allows market to as information and gather records institution increase transparency over institutions risk exposure risk. Develop disclosure requirements. Yes, Basel 2 is to the finance to support the activity. Basel 3 is develop disclosure. Operation risk is from yes, liquidity is day-to-day existence of fund to meet day-to-day experience and commitment. Bank sets liquidity problem. Why there is a liquidity problem in the bank? Because there are mismatch and the roles of bank. So I think there's a question about the roles of bank. Sorry. Key functions that financial intermediary performs in the intermediate. Okay, let's discuss it later. So it's not yes, goodbye.